Hello friends, let me begin with a scene many adults know too well but rarely talk about it. It's late at night, the house is quiet, you're in your bed, you're scrolling to your phone, probably on social media. You see your classmates, your friends, the people you grew up with. One just bought a house, another one just got a car, another person had just announced their promotion, yet another one got married, another one just announces that, oh, they had a baby. And suddenly, something shifts inside of you. You don't hate them, you don't. You're not jealous, at least not outwardly. But there's this quiet question that rises in your heart. What about me? That tight feeling in your chest, that sudden anxiety, that pressure you can't even explain. That is not age, my friend. That is not failure. That is the beginning of what we call the midlife trap. Today, we'll be confronting that truth with discipline and perception. Because what we call the midlife trap is what is also referred to as the midlife crisis. And it doesn't start with age. It has nothing to do with age. Here is the truth that nobody tells an adult. That midlife crisis has nothing to do with age. It starts with what? Comparison. It starts that moment you measure your life using someone else's timeline. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 2 says, when they measure themselves one another and compare themselves with another, they are not wise. Comparison is not just unhealthy for you. Scripture calls it what? Unwise. Because you know what? Comparison does three things to you. One, it steals your joy, it disrupts your timing, and it creates pressure for you that God never assigned to you. You can be doing the right thing and still feel behind if you are comparing wrongly. You're comparing your reality with someone else's reality. The pressure nobody talks about. The truth, the honesty that nobody speaks about in adults. Adults don't panic loudly, they panic silently. You still go to work, you still show up for your friends, you still smile. You smile around, but inside there's this voice that is saying, I should be better by now. Did I miss my time? What if it never happens for me? And that's comparison foiling your panics. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says this to you. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under the heaven. But comparison will convince you that your season is late, that your process is too slow, and that your life is right behind. When in reality, you are in preparation and not punishment. Know this truth today. Everyone booms at different times. And I'm saying this for free. Everyone booms at different times. Twins can be from the same womb, they boom at different times. Some people pick early, some pick later, some even pick more than one. So your failure today does not mean that's the end for you. Because Jesus himself didn't start ministry until he was 30. David was anointed king as a teenager, but he waited years before he sat on the throne. Joseph had dreams very early, but walked through betrayal, delay, and even went to prison before his destiny was fulfilled. And Genesis 41, verse 46 says, Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. Delay did not cancel Joseph's destiny. Neither did delay destroy him, but it developed Joseph. So if God is delaying you, it means because what you are becoming matters more than what you are getting. So stop comparing, because comparison disrupts your reality. Social media will not show you habits, they will show you highlights. Social media will show you announcement, no anxiety, results. They don't show you this simply. You are comparing your behind the scene with someone's life edited moments. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 12 warns us, there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end of it is the way of death. Just because it looks good on social media does not mean it's sustainable. People rise fast. Some people rise fast and collapse quickly, but why some build slowly and it lasts longer. Discipline does not rush destiny. It prepares you for it. So I want you to reaffirm that. Discipline does not rush destiny. It prepares you for it. And let me let you know this. This season you are in is not a delay. It is not a denial. It's called a development season. God often hides us before he reveals us. He trains us before he can trust us, and he disciplines us before he elevates us. Because Hebrews 12 verse 11 says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. But later on, however, it produces harvest of righteousness and peace. You want result that comes with peace. So when it feels uncomfortable right now, it is because it's building your capacity. And capacity is how you cooperate with the season instead of resenting it. Build your capacity. Discipline is what will exit you from what we call that midlife trap or midlife crisis. And here is the way out of that comparison. 1, discipline your focus, discipline your input, and discipline your time. Stop feeding insecurity, start feeding skills. Stop comparison, start consistency. Galatians 6 verse 9 says, let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the end or at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Note the phrase that was used, at the end or at the proper time. Not their time, not social media time, not your time, but your God-given ordained time. Here is your challenge for this week, and it's very practical. Mute, and unfollow all that accounts that triggers your insecurity. Use that same time to learn one skills. Replace your comparison with capacity building, because discipline is choosing growth over pressure. Let me leave you with this truth. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are only being prepared. And when your time comes, it does not need hype. It will speak for itself. So if this message speaks to you, I want you to type second chance in the comment section. Share this with someone you know that is struggling at the moment, and subscribe, because this year we are breaking silence panic with disciplined faith. So welcome to the Second Chance Experience. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.